Look at him. Look at Maestro being a cutie pie. He's not slept on my bed in ages. Apparently the heat must be getting to him, so he's just going to chill like a good boy next to me whilst I film this video. Hello everyone, it's Meg. Welcome to a new reading vlog. I have literally just got home from work and I came home to a very exciting parcel. I'm not sure what I'm going to do the title of this video yet, but basically in this reading vlog and in here we have Laura Wood's new book, and it's her second adult novel. I do actually already have a copy, however I was waiting for my Mr. B's Emporium one because this is signed and dedicated, which is amazing. I love that they do that, and it also has some goodies in here, and obviously since it's a Laura Wood book, you guys know that I'm going to do a vlog, so I'm really excited to read this book. I've heard nothing but good things about it. I'm actually receiving this book, it's the 18th of July now. This book was originally published on the 3rd of July, but like I said, because Mr. B's was doing signed dedicated copies, I think they did an author event as well, which is why I'm getting this a bit later. But I wanted to unbox it, and then we're going to read it, and we're going to obviously love it. So I wanted to do it on camera, so let's unbox it and see what we get. Here we go. So I have, like I said, I have technically got a copy of this book from the works already, the sprayed edges one, but here we have it. Let's Make a Scene by Laura Wood. Look how gorgeous that is. I'm not a pink girly, but I do like this cover, I must admit. And then let's see the dedication in here as well. So there we go to Meg. And I think I did start reading the dedication when I had my other book, when I picked up my other copy, but I'm going to read this out because I started reading it, I was like, I need to get my reaction on camera. So the dedication says, "For my fellow tender-hearted introverts who are feeling sad and overwhelmed, I hope this book is your friend to you, is the friend to you that it has been to me. I hope in these pages you find joy and escapism and a safe place to feel all your feelings. I hope you know that I like you very much, just as you are." That's probably one of my favourite dedications ever. I love that. That speaks to me as somebody who is definitely an introvert and very often overwhelmed. I love that so much. I'm so excited. Oh my god. Right, let's get to the goodies. So we have a bookmark with the cover on it, which is super fun, and it also has a playlist as well. Let's Make a Scene. Oh my god, dropping it. I think there's a playlist for the book, and I know Laura does like to do her playlists, so we've got that. And then there's bonus content for Under Your Spell, which I have read, obviously, done a vlog, loved it, and it's it's like a bonus chapter. I have a feeling this is a chapter from Theo's perspective, and if it is, I have already read it because I got it in a PR box when I got a arc of Under Your Spell. I read it and I loved it so much, so I'll have to double check and read it later because there's no harm in reading it again. And then there's some stickers. I did actually see the stickers on Instagram, but look how fun they are. They're like all themed around the books and around a lot of the references, because I know there's a lot of references to like different like films and like TV shows and like, you know, different like pop culture moments. So that's so fun. I love that. So if you guys don't know what this book is about, I'll read the blurb and then you get a better idea, and then if you want to, you can read along with me during this vlog. So I am planning on making this spoiler free, like all of the vlogs I've done for Laura's books, so you don't need to have read it. If you want to read along with me, that is super fun. I know that this is also a dual perspective, by the way, and I know that Cynthia, one of our main characters, she is a side character in Under Your Spell. She's one of Theo's friends, like people, like famous friends that he has. So this is like a side story. I know it's Second Chance as well, and I think it's Enemies to Lovers also. So let me read you the blurb on the back. When Cynthia Taylor gets her first real acting job, starring in a small British movie, she is over the moon. There's only one problem. Cynthia's arrogant and annoyingly handsome co-star Jack hates her, and the feeling is definitely mutual. While they may be at war behind the scenes, their on-screen chemistry is palpable, and the studio sees an opportunity to have two young stars fake a romance that will charm fans and draw crowds. 13 years later, Cynthia and Jack have successfully kept their promise to stay away from one another, until a surprising offer comes to make a sequel to the cult classic that launched their careers. But there's a catch. They must also rekindle the pretend relationship, and this time there's a documentary crew following their every move. Cynthia and Jack both desperately need this film to work, but can two ex-rivals ever really trust each other? And what happens when the roles they're playing start to feel all too real? I forgot that this was also fake dating, and even though I'm not like a super straight up romance girly, I do like the fake dating trope, and obviously, like I said, even though I'm not like a straight up romance girly, I will obviously read anything Laura Wood publishes. But I'm really excited for this. People who have got arcs and who have already read it have been raving, and I have high hopes, and I feel like they will be met. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this and obviously document my journey reading this book. So I actually have another book I need to finish first, but once I have finished reading that, I will absolutely get to this, and we will just have a really fun time. I'm really looking forward to it, ready for some escapism, for some funny moments, and just all the joys that come with one of Laura's books. So that's my little unboxing. Like I said, I do need to finish my other book first because I have paused this book too many times over the past couple of weeks, so I need to get it finished first. But I'm really excited to read this book. It's going to be so much fun, and like I said, it will be most likely spoiler free throughout this book. So I need to go and get changed now because it's so warm in the UK today. It's really muggy and stuffy, which is not fun. So I'm going to go and chill for a bit and drink my tea and all that sort of thing. So welcome to this vlog. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm very much looking forward to filming it and documenting my experience reading this book. And I will next talk to you guys once I have started reading Let's Make a Scene. So I have just received some book mail, which is very exciting, and I thought I would just unbox it in this vlog because these are really stunning books. So this is from Fairy Loot, as you can see, and I got their special edition of Howl's Moving Castle last year. It's really beautiful. I did unbox it in a vlog if you want to go and find that. But I wasn't originally going to read the rest of the series. However, Fairy Loot have come out with the special editions of the other two books in the series, so I have obviously now decided to read them. So that's what I've got in this box, and they're not direct sequels, I don't think, but I am pretty sure Sophie and Hal do appear in maybe the third book. So let's unpack them. I'm trying to remember which. Oh no, this is which way around that they go. So let me just open these. Oh, they're so pretty. Wow. Okay, so we have Castle in the Air, which I think is book 2, and then we have House of Many Ways, which is book 3, and I think this is the one where Sophie and Hal reappear. House Moving Castle is one of my favourite books that I read last year, and I love Studio Ghibli, so it was a no-brainer that I went to read the book. So let me show you these. So this is Castle in the Air, so it's got holographic foiling on it. That's the back of it. I'm not sure whether these have reverse dust jackets or not, but again, like the Howl one, it has a beautiful spine. Hopefully that is in focus. And then the end papers are like clouds, and then I'm assuming there's going to be stuff under the dust jacket as well. Oh, it is, okay, there is reversible dust jackets. That's quite stunning. So this is the under the dust jacket, which is really beautiful. And then this is the reverse dust jacket as well, which is stunning. It's very similar to Howlsmith Castle one as well. And then we have House of Many Ways. I really love this. I love the colourways of all of these, to be honest with you. So again, it's got like holographic foiling, and then this is like the front and back cover. Then there's some sprayed edges which are similar to the book. And then this one has some cloud end papers, and under the dust jacket, oh, it's not holographic, it's just white, but that is still really nice. So we have like a little house, which I'm assuming is part of the book. And then we have the reverse dust jacket as well, so all like similar themes, but they are really stunning. Let me just get my Howl book, and then we can like see them all together, because I think we need a moment. So this is the Howlsmith Castle one. I really love the cover. I love the cover of all of these because I think the publisher updated the covers for these books a couple of years ago. But this is like all the spines together. How beautiful is that? Like all those beautiful skies. So stunning. And then of course we have the spines as well. So beautiful. So yeah, I just wanted to like unbox these because I thought that was like a fun moment, and they are really beautiful editions. So I will be reading them now that I have them in my possession. I have no idea where they're going to go, mind you, but we will figure that out one way or another. So I have finally started reading Let's Make a Scene by Laura Wood. I think I filmed the intro clip a good couple of weeks ago, because it's now like second week of August when I'm filming this, so it was a while because it took me quite a while to finish my last book, but I finally finished it and started this a couple of days ago. So I am on page 115, which is chapter 13, and I am enjoying it so far. I'm enjoying getting to know the characters. I like Cynthia. I think she's like such a like fun and outrageous character. I love her. I'm enjoying like the references that are being thrown in here as well. I don't get all of them, but that's just me not knowing like all of these like film references and stuff, but I am enjoying it, and the rivalry is very interesting. And this is also told in like a dual timeline, so it's told 13 years before when Cynthia and Jack worked on their first film together, and then also 13 years later and kind of what they're up to now, making the sequel for this film that they made all those years ago. I have been annotating it a bit as well, and yeah, it's been fun. It's been really funny as well. I always love Laura's wit. It's always so original, and Cynthia has been throwing some serious shade at Jack, and I have been really enjoying that. It's been so extra. And it does remind me, like, reading this book, because Cynthia and Jack have like a connection even though they don't like each other. They have like sexual attraction and chemistry, and kind of seeing Cynthia's point of view from this, or both of their points of view about this like situation, and it just really cements the fact that I'm my aceness because I don't get it. But that's just like, that's not a criticism or anything, but I am really enjoying it. I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes, and just enjoying the process. It's been really easy to read so far as well. I've got like over 100 pages in a couple of days, which is good for me as somebody who's a slow reader. And I'm also really enjoying have a dual perspective as well, because Laura's never done that in her books before, so it's really interesting kind of seeing what both characters are like thinking and like their points of view throughout the story. I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, I think that's like all of my updates for the moment. So I will let you guys know when I've read some more, maybe when I've got about halfway through. And also, let's appreciate, I haven't like fully finished my tabbing system yet, so I'm probably going to get rid of these, but I think this is my colour system, so I think I might do that for character trait. But for the moment, that's my colour theme, which I think fits the cover really well. It is a new day and I have an extra day off work this week because we have an event that doesn't require my work, my cafe, my team, which is wonderful. So I have 3 days off in a row. So I want to make the most of it and go on a little writing date to my favourite cafe, because writing has been something that has been very sparse in my life for the past year and a half, and I really want to change that. I think I've just had a lot of other stuff to deal with, so I want to basically try and have a go at bringing, or like try to put some like sporadic ideas I've had. Oh my god, that is so bright. Like ideas for a story that I have had going on in my brain since probably last year, but I've been slowly like writing like little notes or things that kind of like inspire me. So basically I'm going to see if I can kind of put an outline, or start to put an outline for a story together, because I do really want to start and eventually finish writing a novel. I did start writing one last year and then realised that it was too similar to a book that I've already read. So maybe that's something I'll revisit in the future and rework. But yeah, I want to try and like actually start and finish a novel, writing a novel. So we will see. And there's also a poem. I was going to try and do a little bit of poetry writing last night, but I was just too exhausted. And honestly, I'm not exactly exhausted, I'm just feeling overwhelmed and a bit anxious today. I think it's because I just didn't have enough time to like chill. I didn't make enough time to like relax and stuff on my last days off. I would probably rather stay at home and chill, but I want to make an effort to go out, even if it's just for an hour. Like I say, go to my favourite cafe, do some writing hopefully, even if it's just an hour, it's better than nothing. And see if I can come up with anything. Especially with the poem, because I need to write it and have it up by the end of August, because August is the theme of it. So yeah, we're going to go on a little writing date. I'll take you guys along with me. Hopefully I will feel a bit better afterwards. Like I said, going out and stuff is going to be nice. Get a drink. Might treat myself to a bubble tea as well, because I haven't had a bubble tea in a while. They've been quite a sparse thing. Not had enough of them this year, so I might get one of those like on the way home. And I'll also give you a quick reading update for Let's Make a Scene. I'm just over halfway through now, so I'm on page 276. I am still really enjoying this. I think I prefer the now, like the current timeline compared to like the 13 years ago. But I guess obviously in the current time now, Cynthia and Jack are obviously a lot more grown up. They're a lot more experienced. They're not just, you know, some young juveniles pulling pranks on each other. We are starting to see like the layers of them as well. They both clearly do not have very good like family lives. Jack's parents especially, we do not stand them. No, we do not like them at all. But I do really love the friendships in here. I love the relationship of Hannah and Cynthia. I think that's really stunning. And I love from the 13 years ago timeline, during when they are filming the Lady Equality film, and the pranks that they pull on each other. Some of them are slightly absurd, but they're also really silly. And I love how like there's like a little band, like, you know, group of them, like friends all together. I think that's really fun. And how like all the different departments in the film for the film like join in, like from the crew. I think that's really fun as well. And I'm looking forward to kind of seeing more development of Jack and Cynthia's relationship in like the current like timeline. I have, in terms of annotating, I have actually annotated, this book is funny. Like Laura's wit's always great, but I feel like this book is particularly funny, which I love. There's lots of just like silly little moments, and it's also very clever wit as well. Like it's very original. It's not just like, you know, stuff that we've seen before. It's very original, but I am enjoying it. Like I said, I am preferring like the current timeline more than like 13 years ago timeline. But then again, they are like basically children back then. They're like 20 and 24, something like that. And like they are like arch nemesis, and it's so intense. It's quite fun to watch, but obviously you can definitely tell that they are you know, young and inexperienced back then, and obviously in the current age they have more experience and, you know, they've lived a little bit more, and their relationship, you can tell, is definitely more mature. So yeah, I feel like I was very sporadic, kind of sharing my thoughts then. But I feel like my brain is also feeling very sporadic at the moment as well. So let me show you my outfit, as always, before we go out. So I feel like we have like a different outfit today, that's fun. So I have, my outfit is basically all from Uniqlo, which I've never really bought from before until recently. So I have this like linen shirt, which is really comfy, and these gingham trousers. They have pockets. They are some of the greatest things I have ever worn. They're the comfiest trousers I've ever worn. I've got my sunglasses. I've always got my Nike Air Forces. Boring, I know. And then it's really warm in the UK at the moment. It's really damn hot. So trying to dress as cool as possible, but I got my glasses, got me jewellery as well. And I haven't packed my bag yet, but I think I'm going to go for my Totoro tote bag as well, because obviously I feel like the colours match, like the green and the white. Super fun. So let's go and do some writing. Hopefully I will be productive and I can like feel a little bit better by the time I come back. So yesterday I finished Let's Make a Scene by Laura Wood, and this book was a lot of fun. I did really enjoy reading it. There was a lot of firsts in here for Laura, such as like the dual timeline and also the dual perspective. I especially love the dual perspective in this. I feel like it definitely added a lot more depth and insight into the story. I feel like it really, like, you know, added like to the book generally. I did enjoy the dual timeline. I did definitely prefer the like more recent timeline compared to like the 13 years before. I feel like it added more to the book, and obviously the characters are older in the more recent timeline compared to the 13 years before. Obviously they are a lot younger, it's a long time ago. And I thought that maybe the like the conflict between Cynthia and Jack was maybe a little bit too eccentric. I don't know whether that might just be me. But overall in the story you can definitely see how obviously having a dual timeline does definitely kind of boost and give background to the story of the characters kind of in the more current timeline, like I said. I really enjoyed all the characters, as always. Laura always creates amazing characters. I love Jack and Cynthia. I love them separately and I love them together, and I love like the friendship group as well. Laura always does again an amazing job with like beautiful like friendship groups or like communities in her books. It's really stunning, like the friendship group that particularly that Cynthia has created from creating the first film that they did 13 years ago, and how they are all still friends like in the current day. I think that's really beautiful, and how supportive they are of one another, and especially Cynthia, and like how they've always got her back, and kind of some of the things that they do for her throughout the book. It's just really beautiful, and whenever I read one of Laura's like friendship groups like that, it always instantly makes me want to be a part of that friendship group. I do particularly love Jack's growth as well, because obviously he's very angry and maybe insecure, and a lot of things that a lot of men at the age of 24 are. And he's a little arrogant, all that sort of thing, but in the current timeline, when he's obviously a lot older in his 30s, he has grown up a lot. He is very much more comfortable in himself, and kind of like the way he treats Cynthia is very different, and like his attitude towards like work and all that sort of thing, kind of like taking charge of his life. And I love lots of green lights for kind of his part in like his and Cynthia's like relationship regarding like the romance. Lots of green lights for him, really do appreciate that. And also I forgot to say, I love seeing Theo and Clemmy from Under Your Spell in this book. I love it. Laura's really good at doing that. She does it with her YA books as well, like bringing those like characters or like connecting books that she's previously written into this, because this is kind of technically a companion novel, because Cynthia and Theo used to date. If you haven't sorry if that's a spoiler, but they did used to date. And there is also a brief mention of David, which is Theo's assistant, because he is married to Liam, who is one of Clemmie's friends. So I really like seeing that as well. That's really fun. And even there's a slight mention to Clemmie's therapist in here as well at the very, like, towards the end. If you've read this book, you will probably know the scene that I mean. But I even love that that's a small part that was linked to it. I do really appreciate those like small like touches of like reintroducing or like mentioning like characters from previous books in like the newer works. And I think this might be one of Laura's wittiest books. I think the majority of the tabs that I've got, or a good chunk of them, are like funny moments. There's lots of one-liners. Like, Laura's writing has always been very witty, and her characters are like brimming with humour. But this is very funny. I was chuckling quite a few times to myself, or smiling, because I just found it so hilarious. This is actually the first time I've never given a Laura Wood book a 5-star, which is always a surprise to me, because I've always given every book I've read of hers 5 stars. I think I'm going to settle on a 4-star for this. I really enjoyed it. I think the only reason why I am not going to give it 5 stars is quite a personal reason, and that is obviously Cynthia and Jack's relationship is kind of built on the foundation of a lot of like sexual attraction, and that's something that I don't understand or relate to. So that's kind of something, like I said, I don't really get it. So that's mainly the reason why, because I didn't kind of enjoy that sort of thing. I enjoyed the current timeline more when obviously there's a lot more like romance kind of embedded into their relationship, and like I said, not just like sexual attraction and tension, XYZ. So yeah, that is quite a personal reason why, and I don't know why it just didn't quite give me like the wow factor that her other books have, but nonetheless I still really enjoyed it. It was still a lot of fun, and like I said, I will always treasure this book. I will always read anything that Laura reads, and yes, I really enjoyed this. So if you want like a really fun like romance, very witty, beautiful friendships, relationships, and just like a really fun, easy time, I highly recommend picking this up if you have not already. I think I'm going to go and put this on my Laura Wood bookshelf now, because we haven't done an updated like version of that in a while, so I need to show you guys. So let's go and put this on the bookshelf, and then we can have a little, you know, moment of what my bookshelf currently looks like. Oh my god, look at that, guys. I don't even know if I've got enough room for one more book there. I'm not so sure. Look there, look how stunning it is. All of my UK editions in the middle, and then on my left and right I have like ARCs or like the US editions or special editions. So stunning. So stunning. So obviously it's time to wrap up this vlog. I feel like it wasn't very long. Maybe I didn't do too much talking. I can't remember. It might be longer than I think it is by the time I edit it. But nonetheless, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and obviously I will always, as long as I can, do vlogs for Laura Wood's books. I do have a whole playlist, by the way, for all the vlogs I've done for her books, so I'll try and remember to link them down below if you want to check them out. They're all spoiler free, so if you haven't picked any of them up yet, or you are thinking about it but not too sure and need some convincing, which yes you should, go and check that playlist out if you want to go and read any of them, because I am pretty sure I've done a vlog for pretty much all of her books. If you guys got to the end of this video and you don't know what to comment either the pink sparkly heart or the camera, like the video camera emoji, because obviously this book is set on a film set, so I feel that's rather appropriate. So yes, comment one of those down below if you don't know what to comment, to let me know that you got to the end of this video, because I really love it when you guys do that. It is a lot of fun. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. I will leave the links to my social media along my Goodreads in the description down below for you guys, if you would like to see more bookish content that you will not find on this channel. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you again very soon. Bye guys!